Alright people, a few days ago I made the very tough decision to finally return my Stormii Catfish Jinbei. However, I had no idea that this decision would lead to something absolutely amazing, man. I've got a very big announcement at the end of the video and loads of other things happen as well, but let's just start from the start. So, like I mentioned, a few days ago I made the really tough decision to finally say goodbye to my Stormii Catfish. Now if you've watched my previous video, I've already hinted at it, but long story short, the Stormii Catfish gets really big. They get to about 16 inches, and yeah, from the moment that I bought this catfish, the plan has always been to only keep him for about a year or two, basically until he gets too big for that aquarium, and then I was going to try and find him a new home. Stormii Catfish, they grow really fast in their first year, so he's already had his little growth spurt, and apparently once they've had that, they only grow a few inches every year from that. So yeah, he shouldn't really grow that fast anymore. However, due to some other reasons, it kind of made sense to say goodbye now. And the reason for that is because there's actually a really sad announcement. My local fish store that I always visit, Wholesale Tropicals, are unfortunately closing down. Their last day is literally this coming Sunday, 26th of January, and yeah, I've been feeling so down, man. I mean, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you will know that pretty much half of my videos are in Wholesale Tropicals, and pretty much 90% of the fish that I own are all from Wholesale Tropicals. Alright guys, I'm just editing the video. By the way, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning on the day this video is coming out, so if I sound tired, it's because of that. But yeah, I forgot to mention, on the 26th of January, which is the last day that Wholesale Tropicals will be open, I'm gonna have to be there, man. They'll be open from 10 till 2, so if you want to come down and say hi, or if you just want to take this opportunity to see Wholesale Tropicals one last time before they close down, come through, man. Yeah, I'm very close with that shop, and they are also my backup plan for all of my fish that get too big. For example, with the Stormii Catfish, I spoke to Terry and he said he was happy to take Jinbei back. Oh, by the way, Jinbei is my Stormii Catfish. And yeah, because they are closing down soon, and because he is slowly getting to that size where I may need to move him on, I decided to return him to Wholesale Tropicals. So yeah, I went downstairs and I bagged up Jinbei. It was quite difficult, I'm not gonna lie. He was so big, he didn't really fit into the net, so it was a little bit of a struggle. You know what, I filmed all of this, so I might as well show you guys. Now, Wholesale Tropicals has been nice enough to give me a nice big bag so I can put Jinbei in here and transport him to Wholesale Tropicals. By the way, in case you're wondering, this unicorn belongs to my mum, not me. But obviously, this tank's in the living room, so my mum wanted to put the unicorn on there. But yeah. Of course, we're gonna have to add quite a bit of water in here. Now, let's try and catch Jinbei. I think he knows he's about to go. Jinbei, I am so sorry. I don't want to stress you out, bro. Jinbei, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Oh no! Jinbei, I'm so sorry. I think I'm gonna have to add more water in here. Oh no! He's puncturing the thing. Oh no! Oh, I did not see this coming. All right, first things first, I'm gonna add a bit more water in here. Oh crap, okay. Like, it's literally shooting out water, man. There's a lot of water on the floor, but here, oh my God, look at the size of Jinbei, blood. Oh, Jinbei, I'm gonna miss you so much. Raw, look at him. Oh, I'm gonna miss you so much, man. But yeah, I bagged up Jinbei, I put him in the bag, and yeah, seeing him in that bag, it kind of made it real. I started feeling even worse. I was just like, oh man, I really don't want to give him back, but you know, has to be done. And also, by the way, the bag was heavy, man. Of course, I put a lot of water in there, and Jinbei has that little spine and he punctured a few holes in there, so some water was coming out. So I actually had to double bag him and then triple bag him. And yeah, I added in so much water in there, it was just such a heavy bag. And I had to carry that from my house all the way to Bethnal Green, man. I mean, of course, I took the train in that as well, but yeah, it was a struggle. Now I got to Wholesale Tropicals, and this is where it kind of gets funny. Soon as I came into the store, and soon as everyone saw Jinbei, my Stormii Catfish, literally everyone reacted reacted the same way. They all asked me, why are you giving away this beautiful fish? And even there, whilst I was in the store, I was just looking at Jinbei again and I was just thinking like, I really don't want to give him back. However, I was already at the store and it was kind of too late already. So we put Jinbei into the aquarium and let him, settle down and acclimate to that temperature. And honestly, people, it just started getting worse and worse. I was literally there in the store and I was just looking at the tank. And I don't know, I feel like Jinbei was looking at me kind of sad, almost as if he knew I was leaving him behind in that. Now, do keep in mind, I was surrounded by people who have incredible amount of experience when it comes to fish keeping and setting up aquariums and that. And yeah, we kind of started coming up with a backup plan that might potentially allow me to keep Jinbei. So yes, it is time for the big announcement now, guys. People, while I was in this store, I decided that I am going to set up a brand new aquarium. A big, massive aquarium that is big enough to keep Jinbei and keep him happy in there for his whole life. Now, we've done some research in the store. Everyone was looking online to see what kind of tank I would potentially need. And it looks like a 6-foot aquarium should be enough for a Stormii Catfish to grow into an adult, especially considering that in an aquarium they don't grow as big as they do in the wild. So I called up my mom, and the funny thing is, as soon as I got on the phone to my mom, I could already tell she was missing Jinbei so much. Like, she got home from work and she saw the aquarium and it was empty, and she was just like, oh, the aquarium looks so empty and everything like that. And yeah, naturally she was also upset about Jinbei being gone. Like, so when I was on the phone to her, I was just like, Mom, you know what, can you take the tape measure and just see whether there's space in the living room to fit a 6-foot aquarium? And you know what, people, it looks like if we move some furniture about, there is definitely going to be space for a 6-foot aquarium. I'm going to show you that in a minute. We're going to go downstairs and I'll show you what I'm planning to do. But yeah, I've got the permission from my mom. Seeing that I live at home, there's no way I can do this kind of project without getting permission first. But yeah, I got the permission. Everyone in the store, all the guys, they kind of gave me the green light as well. It was like, hey, you know what, you've got such a beautiful catfish, don't leave him behind, don't let him go like that. And then the only real problem remaining is me taking my Stormii Catfish back home going to be too much stress for Jinbei? And I know I'm probably going to get some hate for this in my comments. I'm sorry, guys. I know the best decision probably would have been to leave Jinbei in there for a few more days and then come back to Wholesale Tropicals and then take him back. However, on the day, I kind of, like I said, I was already feeling down with the whole Wholesale Tropicals closing down and all of that. I just decided I'm going to take Jinbei back home with me that day. Now, of course, whilst I was at Wholesale Tropicals, I also had to take a little look around at what they had. And people, I made one of the biggest impulse buys I have ever made, man. Honestly, you guys won't believe what I bought from Wholesale Tropicals. However, I'll leave that for the next video. Today, I just want to focus on speaking on Jinbei, why we brought him back, and of course, the big announcement of us setting up a new aquarium. But yeah, let me quickly go downstairs and show you what the plan is in regards of where we're going to set this up. All right, here we are at the Roma 240 and Jinbei is right here. He's doing great. However, the thing that we are going to focus on is this side right here. Right, people, don't mind the mess. I know it's a bit messy right now, but a 6-foot aquarium should fit from about here to the end of that cabinet. Now I'm thinking, if you move this cupboard and there's actually a space in the hallway, we're going to move that there. And then if we get rid of this cupboard right here, we should have space for a 6-foot aquarium right there. I mean, the only thing is we've got the TV right here as well, so it might be a little bit distracting having an aquarium next to the TV. I mean, when we are watching TV right now, I do get distracted by the Fluval flicks. So yeah, that's going to be one thing. However, other than that, this space should be perfect. Of course, the Fluval flex is going to have to move somewhere. We could take it up to the office, or maybe we could put it somewhere here in the living room, or maybe it just goes back into my room. I don't really know yet, but yeah, the 6-foot aquarium is going to be in this area. Yeah, let's go back upstairs. All right, cool, and we are back. So I just wanted to show you guys the area of what we're going to use to set up this aquarium. And yeah, like I said, that 6-foot aquarium should be big enough for my Stormii Catfish to grow up in there and live a comfortable life. Now, guys, I'm gonna have to be honest. I have no idea how long it will take me to save up this money for this aquarium. I mean, I took a little look online and I found an aquarium that comes, with the 6-foot tank and a cabinet, and that alone already costs £1,000. And then of course we would have to get a good enough filter, which will cost a few £100s, and then a good enough light and a strong enough heater that will heat up the whole aquarium. And there's going to be some more little costs here and there that I'm probably not even thinking about right now. My point is, it's probably going to cost somewhere in the range of £2,000. £200, and yeah, it's going to take me quite a while to save up that money. So guys, please be patient with me. Like, I'm not rich or anything, I've just got a normal day job, guys, and the YouTube channel, look, I'll be completely honest, YouTube does not pay me a lot of money with the views that I get. Like, the money I get paid by YouTube barely covers a trip to the fish store. So yeah, even though I'm doing this big announcement now, I might not have the money until the end of this year, or maybe even start of next year. But all I can say is a 6-foot aquarium is 100% coming. Now, if anyone would like to support the journey, there is an option to give super thanks. It's usually in the section where you leave likes and shares and things like that. And of course, anything that is donated through super thanks will go towards that aquarium. But I do want to make it clear as well that I do appreciate every single one of you, regardless of whether you choose to support or not. It is completely optional, and I'm only mentioning it just in case there is anyone who genuinely wants to help out and maybe put some money towards the aquarium. But yeah, just have some patience with me, guys. I will try to save up the money as fast as I can, and once we do have the money, a new aquarium will be coming. Now, like I mentioned, whilst I was at Wholesale Tropicals, I also bought something really cool, but I will save that for the next video. So please make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on that video. Plus, on top of that, it's also a free way to support the channel. Now, when I first got my Stormii Catfish, he was tiny, man, but over this past year, he's turned into an absolute giant. And I've made a whole video on it, so if you would like to see that, then click right here.